Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Unlucky Specialist Podcast. Yours truly, Sam Torres.
And your boy, Jeff Depania, a.k.a. Old Fifth, a.k.a. we out here with him.
AKA, we got Jason in the house.
We got Jason in the house. Always.
It's good to be back. 2 weeks away. Good to do some shit. Get ready for the festivities coming up on Sunday.
We're gonna do a couple pods this week. We doing ours and we going on Tall Boy Sundays, or is it just Tall Boy?
Tall Boy Sunday.
Tall Boy Sundays. Right?
Yeah, we're gonna be going onto their podcast this Friday.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to them. Check out their whole Instagram, their whole platform. Hopefully by the time this podcast is out, theirs might be out. I don't know when they come out.
Be a little ahead.
Yeah. But shout out to them. But welcome back, guys. How's everything? How's life? How's the week been, except for being wet as fuck?
I was about to say,
and not for the right reasons.
That's what it's been. It's been raining like a motherfucker since Sunday, man. It's been. I hate the phrase, but it really was an atmospheric river, dude.
I feel like everybody on the internet's making fun of us.
Really?
Because everyone's like, oh, watch out for your friends in California right now. They're getting rain and cold weather. Whereas everybody else in the country is getting snow, sleet, and ice.
We're spoiled.
We really are. We really are. Like we had, I feel like, a week or two before this rain, or a week before this rain, like 75-degree weather, 85-degree weather. I had brunch one day and I was like, what the fuck is going on? I had to wear some shorts out here.
Hey, man. No, yeah, you're right. Like, this kind of came out of nowhere. It was hot. It was like in the 70s.
Yeah.
Right before I got to this. But man, I feel like I didn't even go to work on Monday. I didn't go to work on Monday, dude.
At all?
Nah.
Doing those construction hours?
No, dude. It's because it was just like fucking. It was raining like so fucking hard that like it was cool because now like it's not just me anymore. My family decided to come back to work and like 3 months off
after the 3-month furlough.
Like, my uncle just hit me up. He's like, you don't have to cut and work if you don't want to. Like, we're here already. I'm like, fucking last, dude. I've been holding the ship down for 3 months on my own, baby.
I'm taking the day.
I woke up on Tuesday like, I want another day. Nah, I'm just
you know what? I ain't coming in today either.
I ain't coming today either. Nah, but it was raining hard as fuck. When I woke up on Monday, I was actually
Don't you love those days off at home though? Dude, like the rainy days.
I did a lot of shit. Like I fucking
at home?
I cleaned up.
Yeah.
Like I actually finished building my shelf because I'm a lazy bastard and I had it there.
Let's be straight with honest. You just
no. Not only did I smoke
a little bit.
No, beyond smoke, dude. I did shrooms.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. I had the chocolate bar ready, and the funny thing is, I didn't know I was gonna have it
the whole day. You know,
but
what
I didn't know though. Like I had the day off. But the night before, I went to the shop. Like there's a shop that sells. I'm not gonna burn them out, but there's a shop that sells shrooms.
Let me know.
Yeah, I'll let you know. But it's not actual shrooms. It's the candy bars and the gummies and shit.
Right.
And then I just felt like because it was already raining that day before. It was after we went to brunch. It was that Sunday,
yeah.
and like I dropped off Amber. I was like, you know what? It's raining. Let me get this and just go chill at the pad. Like just have a couple. And then so I bought some, so I was stocked up, but I didn't know I was gonna like miss work
the whole day,
dude. I was fucking fried, dude.
Yeah.
That shit was fucking fun,
dude.
Dude, I built that shelf like a tramp.
Exactly.
It's like, whoa, fucking, I see the vision here.
You know what? I could put it here.
No, honestly,
if I don't like it, I could put it there.
I literally decided to like just leave because it's supposed to be standing up. I was like, nah, it looks better like sideways. Cause now I could put like plants on the top.
Ooh.
And like the books and
there's no legs at the bottom.
Yeah, it's just standing like that.
Okay.
So it's like it was supposed to be standing. You're supposed to kind of like hook it
Okay, yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
fuck all that. I could just like
lay on
it
the side.
sideways. Now it looks kind of like a little table, but it still does its purpose.
It's like a.
But now I could put ornaments on top, like do little things. I was like, that's the shroom brain right there. I saw the vision.
And then you clean so much.
I cleaned too.
And
my
it was only
apartment
10
was
a.m.
brand new. No, dude, literally, I was done by like, it's because I slept in a little more.
Yeah.
So because like once I was getting ready and I got the calls like, fuck, I'm going back to bed.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I slept for like an hour probably.
Yep.
And then I just got up like at 10 and I was like, all right, let me not be a lazy bastard.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
But let me do some drugs though.
Yeah, real quick.
Let me do some shrooms
to motivate me.
I didn't even eat, like so stupid.
The
right?
first thing you say is, let me motivate
First thing
myself.
I ate was like fucking shroom chocolates, like a fucking degenerate. But no, and then but I was done. Like I cleaned up and did the show by like I was like it was like 2 p.m. I was like, damn.
You still had the rest of the afternoon.
Yeah, I was like, I'm chilling. Like, but it was raining like a bitch.
You watched Dune.
No, I did. I watched that documentary American Pain.
About
opiates and like fucking Florida and shit.
I feel like you need a whole afternoon to watch a documentary nowadays.
Oh, that's the thing. I realize that's why I don't consume as much media and play as much video games because I get home and I'm just not pissed, but but also, I'm just like ready to chill. Like, but like I just want to be on my phone laying down. Like,
also you want something that you can consume quickly. Like my brother would used to always say, like I need a show that I could watch on my lunch break, which is 30 minutes.
Yeah,
that I could watch. That's not too serious and I'm like so devoted or too invested in it that I want to watch another episode. But something that's lighthearted, funny, 30 minutes, sitcoms.
Nothing that you gotta pay
usually,
attention to. Honestly, and it's sad to say, but nothing that you have to pay too much hard attention to.
Yeah, something that you can watch and then
that's why it's cool to watch sports highlights. Like I like to watch like a lot of highlights about sports and stuff because it's like 10 minutes on YouTube. Like it's like pretty cool. Like because you don't have like
what YouTube has now that I've found on my drunken nights that I've been usually I'm the first one to fall asleep, but lately we've been drinking out and going out pretty fucking late, and I've been up to like 4 a.m. just to myself, just like
Monique's out.
She's done asleep. You're gone. I'm in my
this
living
was
room.
on Saturday.
On Saturday.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Monique's asleep. I'm just like I'm awake. What do I watch? I turn on YouTube, and there's now old school Looney Tunes, like for an hour and a half long of just all them. I mean, it's all the old episodes. You know what I mean? And they have, and then once you go down that rabbit hole, they show you an hour and a half old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles commercial. I mean, not commercials. Episodes. The show. And then once you go down that rabbit hole, it's like other animated like things that you've seen in the 90s. You know what I mean?
You know what
like,
was a cool show? Darkwing Duck.
I love Darkwing Duck.
That shit was hard.
Fuck
dude.
yeah. You made you forget that it was a Disney show.
Yeah, it was a Disney show, but it was like hard, dude. That shit was like a superhero, but he was like a detective. He was like Batman, dude.
You know what I like? Street Sharks. Do you remember Street Sharks?
I remember Street Sharks, and I remember the action figures. My cousin had 2 of them. Those shits were like well done. They're like all rubbery and like solid.
And the show was really well done too. Like I feel like a lot of people were like into that shit. Like
Gargoyles.
Gargoyles was my shit, dude.
Gargoyles was tight.
And I feel like Disney Plus has brought all that back because they know the millennials kind of like. It's not the young kids watching it; it's the millennials watching them.
They do a good job watching that though. Mm-hmm. Fucking what else is it?
Do you know what the new generation is called? Because Gen Z, right?
Gen A.
Close.
A Alpha.
Yeah.
Gen Alpha.
Yeah.
Damn, that's such a like hardcore ass name.
That is.
They're gonna suck.
My daughter is part of Gen Alpha.
No, they're not gonna suck then. They're not gonna suck. They're gonna be fucking amazing. I take it back, Sam.
No,
Gen Alpha's gonna rock.
It's 2019 to 2024.
That's a short generation. No, that can't be it. Usually generation is like 15 to like 20 years.
That's what Generation Alpha. Yeah, Generation Alpha is the newest one. It's Z and then they went back to Alpha.
Yeah, because Z ended in like 2013, or 2015.
It's something like that.
The early 2000s to like
2024. I know the ending part of Alpha is 2024.
Oh, so it goes from the early 2000s then.
Yeah.
2010
All right. Okay, that makes sense. They're like still like in elementary school, middle school.
Right.
And then like your daughter's kind of on the tail end of it.
She's on the 2022, so she's like the tail end.
Maybe if I have a kid between now and 2024, doubt it.
Now, we're already in 2024. You're gonna have a kid in the next 11 months?
No.
in 9 months?
No.
You're gonna pop one out, Jeff?
What's it gonna be? Gen Beta, dog? Fuck, dude. I'm canceling the baby. Abort.
I've been telling Jason though, life imitates art, Jeff.
Okay. Put it on me, no homo.
I feel like, you know, we've been watching all these sci-fi shows, these sci-fi movies about like, you know, AI and we're talking about Ex Machina. You know, did you ever watch the movie? Yeah, classic. Exactly.
Don't offend me with that question.
But okay, so now you know Ex Machina, and you know Tesla's coming out with humanoid robots in the next 2 to 3 years.
What the fuck? I didn't know about that.
Well, yeah, that's happening.
I knew about Neuralink.
Neuralink, yeah.
Tesla's coming out with humanoid robots.
Yeah, within 2026, 2027.
Not to get off your point, I want you to keep like remember where you're going with this.
Yeah.
But why are all the robots? This is like, why are all the robots stealing all the cool creative jobs? How come they're not fucking working manual labor, dude?
Like in GM, General
that
Motors.
Might be worse though. If you think about it, it's actually better that they steal all the creative jobs. Because like I think like a lot of those people can maybe adapt a little better. If they steal all the manual labor, there might be an actual revolution.
People will fight.
Now, if you want the revolution, that might be a good idea.
People want the revolution. People just want people to die.
Yeah, you know, that's true. Anyway, get back to your point. No more death and despair.
My point was, you know, like these movies that we've seen, Children of Men. Have you seen Children of Men with Clive Owen?
Yes, it's the last baby boarded shit or whatever.
Yeah. So, you know, I was telling Jason, you know, it's hard for women nowadays to have babies, and it's harder. What about this next generation? Generation Alpha can't have, let's say Generation Alpha can have babies.
It's because babies are...
Or Generation Beta, like we just said.
I hope it's not called Beta.
It's so close.
They better come up with a better name.
No, it's gotta be Beta, Jeff.
No, it's gotta be
Alpha, Beta.
It's just gotta be... They didn't call us Generation fucking Y. They called us the Millennials. Because Y sounds...
But we are we are the Millennials, but AKA Generation Y.
I know, yeah. But they're gonna come up with a better name. They're gonna be calling like fucking Generation fucking Bomb. Generation bitchin', dude.
Generation SWAT this bitch.
Damn. Generation Bolshevik Revolution.
Yeah. No.
So you're saying what happened?
I'm saying is life is imitating art. I feel like slowly but surely you'll see, you know, the whole thing where we saw humanoids and this whole you know, like robots and iRobot, right? Children of Men, not people having babies. Why? Look at the report recently. 60% of men, young men.
No, it's
40%.
No, it's like 20, 25, 30.
That's a significant amount. That's bigger than one. 25 to 30% of single young men nowadays are virgins and don't plan to or have the interest to meeting a woman.
I mean, that has all to do like
with the society of nowadays, right? And where today's become such a online access that they don't care for that live interaction. I know we're going into like I guess the sex part of it, but they don't want to have an intimate relationship with a person. They can have that.
They want to,
but through a screen.
No, I don't think it's even that. I think men, if we're talking about men specifically, like those 30%,
right?
I think they want to. I just think they don't know how, and I think it's become harder.
What do you mean? How do they not know how?
Because of what you're saying. It's like everyone's just like on the screen, right? Like you're just like, you're not socializing as much. You're like, it's worse than when we were kids. Like
because you're socializing on your phone.
Exactly.
Because when we were younger, you had to really approach that girl.
In a way, yeah. And it was still kind of like veering towards that way when we were growing up.
Right.
You would like wait, like maybe you didn't talk to a girl at school.
Because MySpace was a big thing.
Exactly. But maybe you were like kind of, at least me, I know there was a couple times I was like, damn, I'm too like afraid to like talk to her or embarrass. So I'm gonna just wait because I know she's down to chat on AIM.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I've talked to her on AIM.
Right.
It's weirder to talk to her in person, but like,
she feels awkward.
It's like, and it's we could talk on AIM for hours, or like we could DM on MySpace for hours. It wasn't called a DM then, but
it was
whatever the fuck
messaging,
it was,
whatever that little sidebar.
Yeah, exactly. So it was like, and that was just the beginning stages of that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember back in the day, like I was like in 8th grade, and like, there was like girls you would see at school, and then
you had
like,
to plan a certain spot to go and talk to them.
But it would be like, all day you just do that whole like song and dance about like you're not really into each other. Right. But then it's like you go home and then you like, I'll text you, like, hey,
call
what's up?
me.
Yeah, it's like, so it's like more
even not even texting. Well, before the cell phones, we'd be on our landlines.
Yeah, wait till 9 p.m. for the free minutes.
3 minutes. Yep. Hey, saying our age right here.
No, it's true. You had to wait till 9 and call the girl.
For sure. Free texting sometimes will
or
come
hit
out
the landline and you have to talk to their dad. Like,
hey,
shit,
mom,
¿Quién es este pendejo?
I used to call Monique because me and Monique dated when we were 13.
I know. You guys have known each other since you were 13. That's lovely. You
and
guys are a true love story. Let the people clap for Sam and Monique.
I used to call her house and be like, hola, hermano. Hermano, because we used to go to church together, right?
Hermano. Primer anciano.
¿Está Monique ahí? Sí. ¿Y quién habla? Es Samuel Torres. ¿Quién? Samuel Torres, el hijo del pastor.
Oh my God! You name dropped the pastor.
Yeah. Because he's like,
yeah. I know P Diddy, dog. No, that's the wrong name to say.
He's y está esperando tu llamada. Which means is she waiting for your call?
Yeah. Hopefully.
Sí, es que tenemos tarea, or like I would make some shit up.
Oh, we're gonna help each other with homework.
And I'd be like, she get on the phone, hello. Why didn't you tell your dad I was calling her? Or like, why didn't you
to expect my call? Why didn't you tell your dad to expect my call?
No, not even expect my call, but like, why don't you make some shit up? We have a homework, or we have some shit up. Like, you know what it'd be like? Having me to go through the whole thing, Yeah,
those landline days are terrible. But like going back to,
or you had somebody secretly like, I'm gonna burn you out, Monique, right here, right now on camera.
No, Monique, cover your ears and eyes.
Don't watch this. We were 13 years old. Monique, I was nervous on the phone, right? When we talk and you'd be nervous. You don't know what to say sometimes.
It's hard to hold a conversation.
When you're like 13, 14 years old. I used to write down topics to like bring up, like literally on this podcast.
It's like the podcast before we do it. That's right.
It's like, I've been preparing for this podcast for 20 years.
Let me write the 5 hot points of tonight.
And I used to like write down what I would bring up.
Doesn't math suck?
Because one of the homies was like close friends with her.
Yeah.
And he's the one that kind of like hooked me up with her. And he'd be like, bro, so like, she kind of told me you're boring.
Damn, heartbroken.
Does that hurt a little bit?
That hurt me, dude.
Yeah, like
that hurts me in 2024, dude.
This was like 2007, 2006. She said like you're kind of like boring. Don't know what to talk about. Like, yeah, bro. I'm like working on that. Like, see,
I'm fucking 13. I don't know what to talk about.
I'm a pastor's kid. I don't live in the world. I don't go to
public.
I don't go to public school and no shit. I go to the academy. Anyways, and he's like, yeah, but pick up your game.
Step it up, motherfucker.
And I was like, and then so it got worse. And he's like, yeah, I think she's gonna break up with you.
Fuck.
Because she was telling him that. And I was like, fuck it. All right, I'm gonna break up with her before she breaks up with me.
Pragmatic.
You know that 13-year-old man.
Get ahead of the game.
And I was like, but I'm gonna have you on the line to listen to it. Or no. I'm gonna have you call her with me on the line, and I want you till I hear her say that I'm boring. Like I want to hear from her mouth.
This political games, bro. This is Machiavellian.
Remember, like 3-way, and you can like this landlines. You can tell who was on the other line, dude, and shit.
Is deception, dude.
So like he called her up because they used to like talk and all. And she's like, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna break up with him. He's kind of boring. And I was like, fuck you, bitch.
He didn't even say we're broken up. He said, fuck you.
And I hung up. And I was like, fuck you, I don't even care. And I hung up.
Hey.
And after that, he's like, He's like, yeah, Dad, bro, you should have said something. You look like a bitch just hanging up. Yeah, whatever though.
This that was cold blooded.
This is my wife.
Moral of the story: you could
at the moral of the story, we ended up getting married.
No, honestly, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like that is kind of the moral of the story. Like I feel like it is. The thing is,
she's not a bitch. She's gonna hate me.
Of course not. Monique's a wonderful person. She is like.
No, I know. Go for it.
Why are you laughing? Nah, but for like, it's true because I feel like a lot of guys they're intimidated. Like they have that picture of a woman from like Instagram.
Yeah,
they have a picture of the woman from
especially with Instagram
social media. Like. Yeah. And like you're like, damn, like no girl's gonna talk to me. Like, how am I gonna even talk to a girl? Like I'm not gonna get a girl like that. Or like,
no.
It's like, and you see all these. I don't know what people are like. What are you watching as a kid? But I just feel like
nowadays they're
just intimidated. Like it's like you're intimidated by women.
Everything is like pretty. Everything's like that look. Everything's like. That's where I was gonna ask. In a tangent of it all, who do you think was the original Edgar?
Like as for a dude.
No, as in like the original Edgar. You know what I mean? Like, because Who's Gone Wild came out with like Edgar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The haircut and the whole thing. And what made it funny is that we all knew somebody named Edgar with that haircut.
No, you know what's hilarious though is the homie Edgar that we all know. He didn't actually have that haircut, but he was telling me that he wanted it. And he
Edgar.
didn't. He ended up not getting it. This is like when that haircut was becoming a thing. Honestly, the first person I ever saw with that haircut,
I knew an Edgar with that haircut. I wasn't that Edgar,
but it was that rapper Bravo the Bag Chaser. He's the first dude I ever saw with that haircut, or that reggaeton guy / Latin artist. What's his name? Fucking
not Peso Pluma.
Not Peso Pluma. No, this is like he's like been famous for a while. I don't know like a lot of these dudes.
Reggaeton guys.
Anuel.
Oh, Anuel. But he didn't really have an Edgar cut, kind of.
Yeah, he does.
He had a bowl cut.
Look at this shit.
That's not the Edgar. But Edgar cut was like
I know it's evolved past this. Like I'm just saying that this is like the first form.
It has evolved beyond.
Yeah, it has evolved beyond
its own life.
But this has been popular for a while, and he's had that cut forever.
Yeah. The Edgar with the clear with the.
No, I feel like it was this dude Anuel.
Yeah.
Anuel AA. How do you say it? Anuel AA.
Anyways. My point was to what is kids like? What that's what you're saying. Like,
well, it's because you're saying like there's like basically like that whole incel thing, right? It's like the whole like 25 to 30% of guys they're still virgins like between a certain age, right? Like they're going there. It's basically because I don't know
because the world becomes so accessible to them by the internet, they can see and deal with and have whatever they want.
Well, those social pressures become bigger because you can't escape it now, right? Like I remember, like social media became big when I was in high school,
and it was a huge social pressure then too.
And no, when I was in when MySpace started popping,
it was huge. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what the pressures of having, and this is gonna you guys are laugh, but having the right kind of format on your background 100%. To have like that, like oh shit, they know how to do the HTML, all that shit on the background.
Trust, like I try to have my shit cool.
Drop it exactly, and whoever did have it cool was cool, and whoever didn't have it cool wasn't. You know what I mean? Like, and it's
and that's to a certain extent,
and these are the early stages of what social media was. You know what I mean?
I guess like without trying to like dissect like the whole like generation of people who like it's hard for them to like get like, for lack of a better word, get intimate with a woman. Like It's like, dude, like most dudes don't lose their virginity until they're in their 20s anyway. At least in our generation, a lot of dudes didn't, dude.
No.
Like everybody tried to brag that they were fucking chicks and shit, but nah, it was rare when the dude had like lost his virginity when he was like 14.
Right.
Or like 16 or 17 or in high school. It was rare. Like people did it, but it was like it wasn't like everyone in the group. Like if you took a poll of like,
but
10
it was
dudes,
pressure to do it.
Of course, because you always knew that guy who did it. Like you always knew like.
And see, we're coming from a different world because we're coming from that academy world. Because I knew because I knew people in that like public school world that the homie fucked. I'm gonna say that bitch, but that girl, cool, there was always that one girl with the same pressures to lose her virginity.
Of course.
And that that group of homies was trying to get you
know
what
but
I mean?
There was
like,
always like that one person or that one girl. There was always that part, but not everybody in that group was getting it, dude. That didn't really happen until like college where people were really like doing it. I feel like now it's like maybe even in college people aren't really like hooking up. I feel like this generation's not even really like hooking up like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of like what it is. Like for better or worse. But I think even if you're not, it's still good. I think it's still good to try to like build a relationship with like if you're a straight
genuine person.
If you're a straight person, like I'm not talking about people who are gay or lesbian. If you're a straight person, it's good to like get to know the people from the opposite gender. Like you got to get to know them even on a basic level. Like it doesn't mean that you gotta like have sex with them.
Preach.
Like you just gotta get to know them. Like it's like, hey, like I'm with the group. There's the thing. I think what a lot of dudes don't have friends.
Yes.
That's what it is. It's like fuck having sex with a girl. I think a lot of dudes don't have friends.
Real friendships.
Real friends. Because that's what pushes you to like start talking to women, because there is that one dude in the group, hey dude, we're gonna hang out with 3 chicks. Like you're nervous, but even he brought the chicks, like
that male camaraderie to challenge each other.
It's about kicking it with the boys. It's about kicking it with the boys. Like I think, like it seems like it's lost now. That's why all these kids are looking up.
The Saturday with the boys.
Well, I think that's why. Like, and no, this is the thing. That's why that whole manosphere Andrew Tate shit is like blowing up, because dudes are looking up to like these male figures. It's like, what happened to like looking up to your boy?
Yeah.
Like there was always that dude that you're like, damn, I want to be like him, even if it was misguided. But it was like, dude, like you wanted to like impress the homies. Like it's like, where the homies at? People are not friends, it seems like. There's no friend. Like no one's the homie.
Nobody is a homie to anybody else. Everyone's got like another motive behind the other person's motive back. You know what I mean? Like,
but there's always a motive. Like it's like, dude, no one's perfect. Like you can't expect perfection. No. But
friends. What I mean by like friendship, at least to me, friendship to me meant in back in my day was loyalty. We're homies. It's loyalty, in the sense of I tell you,
especially when you're
teenagers,
a kid. Yeah, especially when you're a kid.
I tell you, I like that girl. You're not gonna fuck with that girl.
But you're almost talking like first world problems. These dudes are not even talking to girls. I'm trying to get it back to the basic, like get the homies.
Right.
Like become friends with other people, not just online, not just through the games. In real life, dude, make some friends, dude. Because like those are the people that are gonna like just either
expand your life. For better and worse. Some of these people are going to lead you down a weird path, but there's going to be a lot of friends that are going to lead you to like a lot of blessings. And that weird path might lead you to a blessing. So sometimes we all go through those weird paths. Sometimes we all go through those weird friendships that were like, but it led us to somewhere else that we're like, all right.
That's what I mean. Like, I think like that's why like I said again, that's why like a lot of these kids like they look up to like a lot of these like manosphere people, like
Case and Nat, Aiden Ross.
I don't even know if those. Yeah, what are those two dudes that Fresh and Fit? They look up to those dudes. It's like, dude, like these guys are talking about like, it's like, oh, like they want like the alpha male. It's like, who are you talking about? Like, you can meet a nice girl. Like,
no, but like, everyone's kind of moved. I feel like the new era with nowadays is moving off of Andrew Tate and all that.
Recently, but I feel like it's just because they like blocked them and like can't. Exactly. It's like YouTube kind of blocked them.
And that's where I want to get to is there's a conversation within the Latino community. Is we grew up with machismo, right? Machismo, and what is the definition of machismo, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of times right now is like machismo. They're like, oh, I don't want to come home or I don't want to be expected to make dinner for my husband because I don't work and you know what I mean, like. He can make his own dinner. He can pick up dinner, whatever.
It's like a feminist machismo.
And that's where I'm saying that, and that's where they're using that exact narrative and saying, "Oh, well, that's machismo. You're calling us feminists because we are fighting for our own rights to like why would we have to like my mom didn't teach me how to cook, so why would I have to cook? So where I have to like I don't know, my line of the machismo is. I don't know. Maybe I don't have a line. But whereas if this guy is working a blue collar job, 12 hours a day, fuck it. Let's say he's working 8 hours a day and you're not working at all. your home, keeping the home. Call me machista and anything, but isn't it your part, or isn't it he's doing his part to pay for the rent and everything else? Shouldn't it be the part of the partner to
if they're not doing shit? I mean, it's just common sense.
Keep the house.
It goes both ways, right?
Somewhat. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be fucking pristine, but clean. And then where they're saying, "Oh, I don't want to have dinner on the table." Okay, I get that, but you're not doing anything all day. But and that's where they're starting to put men in a wrong box, right? They're saying, "Oh, you're expecting me to do this, right? Oh, you're this narrative of this guy that, oh yeah, I guess you work all day, but we can order food. Yeah, we can. But a guy's been working 8 hours a day, right? Isn't it nice to just feel that he had a meal coming home? You know, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, especially if they're not doing anything at all.
That's
pretty rare.
But which is rare. You know, nowadays here in California, we have to see different. The world is different in the Midwest, in the South. You know what I mean? Because incomes and taxes are different. Here in California, it's impossible to have one income.
Yeah,
unless you're making $200,000-$300,000 a year.
I just feel like I'm the type of person that like you just gotta like lead with like common sense. Right. So it's like I'm not like gonna bring like no type of weird culture war to like my life. Like it's like one of those things where it's like if you don't know how to cook, I don't know how to fucking cook. It's like let's fucking learn together. Like fucking easy money. Like I'm not gonna fucking fight you over like fucking learn how to cook. Like it's like I don't. I'm
gonna put personally here.
And this is the thing: most women, in my experience, most women don't like to live in a pigsty, so they're just gonna clean on their own, just because they like to be in a neat place.
And I get that the world has changed from what we grew up in, and I see it in my child's education in the sense of Miss Rachel is nowadays most men know how to cook and most women don't know how to cook. Not in most, I'm gonna say in personal around where I've met people is there's a lot of men who are cooking, and when we grew up it was the mom is in the kitchen, right? The mom is cooking and everything. And then I've seen it in my daughters watching Miss Rachel, whereas where is dad? Where is dad? In the kitchen. They're teaching kids that because that's the new norm, right? Like, and it's not because not because men is like, oh, we've domesticated and we have to be like the housekeepers. No, because that's what it is. And us as men have not like, we don't clean, but it's a partnership. You know what I'm trying to say is it's a I do this, you do that. We do this and we do that. You know what I mean? Like that's where it should be, I think.
Yeah. No, I feel like any like successful relationship has to be like a partnership. Right. It's like this like fine like hard dance between like finding the way that like okay like I'm gonna do this, you're gonna do that, I'll take care of this, you take care of that. It's like because not everybody's gonna be like Mr. fucking clean. Big baller fucking I'll pay for everything or like I'll pay for everything and you're gonna pay for nothing. Like you're gonna have to like at least like
that's not the real world.
That's not the real world, at least now. But like at the end of the day, like that's the kind of like the way like I've just tried to like especially recently because all that like culture war shit is like super in your face. Big. And like even like you said like that Miss Rachel, whatever your daughter's saying, like they're saying that like where's dad, he's in the kitchen, like that's like a slight little like veer to like a certain type of ideology, right? Like that's kind of like not really like a neutral take in a way, right? Like that's kind of veering something in a certain direction, right? And like that's all cool and shit, but also like what like I always try to like tell myself it's like it's what they see in the home. It's like how you act in front of people. It
really matters on the person that you are. Exactly. It doesn't matter what role you fit in.
Because it's like you can't let like a lot of people try to say don't let society define you, but then they listen to these other people.
Yeah.
It's like, that's society. What do you think
Society
society
is defining
is?
you by
yeah,
that.
like, what do you think society is? Like, it's like, oh, like, don't listen to the media, where it's like, well, you're part of the media. Like, whoever that person who said, don't listen to the media, well, they're the media now. CNN and Fox are not just the media. Like,
their narrative has infiltrated your mind into what you should be doing.
Exactly. So it's just like one of those things, like, people just, it's like, go back to the basics, like, back to the original point. Like, I go back to like that stat you said, 25 to 30% of men, they're still virgins. They're having trouble like finding a significant other.
And not even finding. They don't care to find a significant other.
Yeah, because they're
Jeff.
disillusioned. They're disillusioned. Like,
there's the study that women are in the same boat that are virgins and don't care to find a significant other.
Yeah, because they're getting like too picky with the opposite way. Like.
No, where that report goes is that a lot of those men would rather a artificial type of pleasure in sexual, as in like a toy or things, and the same thing as a women. You know what I mean? So they don't need those internal, those carnate needs that
they do. That's why they're looking for artificially, because they want it. They still want it, but they don't want
that they can control.
Exactly. It's like they don't want to be able to put in that time frame to like get to know somebody.
Right.
Even minimally.
Right.
Even minimally.
Like, they could just imagine it in their head, and then it's
even
there.
minimally, because it's like, like shit. Like, you could just talk to somebody for a couple of days, and
I feel like it's gonna get to those. Have you ever watched that movie Her with Joaquin Phoenix?
Movie. I love that
amazing movie. Like, it takes the human emotion of it all with AI all in one. Like where humanity can get, like, will I'm not saying can, will get to, because I feel like there will be a time where humanity finds more comfort in AI than their actual selves. You know what I mean? And that's what's scary of it all. Like, where I keep talking to Jason about life imitates art. I see these movies.
But like, what do you think? Like, this is the thing. Like, what do you think? Like, it is that scares people about other people. Like, because that's what it really
rejection.
Exactly. It's like not being accepted.
Yeah.
It's like being rejected. Actually, people confirming
but I feel like people
your worst fears.
I feel like people need to get used to getting rejected, and then we'll be okay with the world. Like, because rejection and acceptance is a building block.
It's a building block
of life.
Like getting rejected, getting told no, getting told you suck. Like,
and
that's
I feel like we've been coddled
block
in America to oh no, you know what I mean? Like
you build off of that. Like, and that still happens to that day. I don't think that journey ever ends. Like, right? Like, it's like, you're never going to be like, oh man, I'm so ready to get rejected today. Like,
fuck yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's always going to hurt.
February 8th, tomorrow.
But it's
tomorrow's the day I get rejected.
It goes back with like that failure too. Like, you got to try shit. And if you fail, like, fuck it, at least you fucking try.
That's the journey of human life.
It's like, you can't be afraid. I feel like people are too tentative. Like, it's like, oh, like, I don't even want to like fucking fall. Exactly. It's like, sometimes you gotta fall.
Crazy.
Sometimes you gotta fucking fall, man.
My baby is 14 months, right? You guys don't have a kid at 14 months, and we're worried because I'm worried, or I'm concerned, not worried. She's 14 months and she hasn't walked on her own yet.
Yeah,
taking her first steps.
Hey, she
knows how to
walk.
No, she can walk. She'll hold my hand and she'll walk. She'll stand on her own. She'll take two steps. But until she doesn't feel me, she won't walk, because she's too scared to fail.
Yeah,
she's too scared. She even when she's she will see something she wants to like grab, she'll like carefully make herself like sit down and grab that thing and then stand back up.
Yeah, like the other
she's
day, she's too
afraid, not too afraid, but she's too cautious to fail. She's too cautious to fall. We've been around her to catch her, and she's a baby. She's a baby, but at the same time, that brain works in a certain way, right? And so I see it in her that I tell my wife, like, she can walk, but she doesn't want to let go because she's too scared to let go. Mm-hmm. She's too scared to like do it on her own and fall and fail. Whereas we should be teaching our children failure is not bad. Failure is winning. failure is moving forward.
It's part of winning.
Exactly.
It's definitely part
because
of
that's
winning.
where you learn.
That's how you learn.
what you didn't do right, and then you move forward.
If you remember all of your failures in life, everything that supposed failures, if you really think about it, it was a building block to like
where you
an
are
eventual win. Though.
Yeah, for sure.
Like if you think about it, every failure built you
100%.
up to like exact. If you played it right, sometimes you can play it wrong, but if you played it right,
but you have multiple failures that you look back on, and you look at, fuck, I did that,
and you realize what happened. You realize, oh, maybe I should have been more cautious. Maybe I should have been more aggressive. You start because that's always what it is. Like sometimes you were too aggressive and you crashed out, right? Like you crashed out. You're like, fuck, I should have played it more cautious,
or too cautious and didn't make that decision that you should have made.
Exactly. So it's always like that balance. And like I said, it's not something that anybody has figured out.
In anything,
I don't think it doesn't matter how old you are. Like I still see it in my dad, right? Like he's in his 60s and he still thinks about shit like.
But I feel like the older we get, the less we start to care.
Exactly.
About the outside factors, because when we're younger we start thinking about what does this person think, and there's so many other thoughts. If I do this person think of me this way, and if this doesn't work out, this person gonna be this way, and like it's just 1,000 different thoughts of what could happen. It hasn't even happened.
Well, that's like the root of like anxiety.
But the older and that's why so many kids and so many youths nowadays have so much anxiety, because we stuff them with these ideas of could this happen, this happen. Whereas let the events happen and move on from there. I feel like a lot of the times, I mean, now we're embracing as a culture or as a social culture, embracing failure and saying, oh, you need to fail to be successful in this whole entrepreneur mindset and all that shit. But I feel like it takes a while to like really that kick in. And I feel like people
it's easy
have
to hear it. You got to do it. You got to actually do it. You can't just hear it. You got to actually go. I think like the lesson from those things is like, just do it. Do something.
Anything.
It's not even like do.
Call the girl.
It doesn't even.
Don't call the girl.
Like exactly. Going back to the original.
Take the scholarship.
Point.
Don't take the scholarship.
Exactly. Make that decision.
And that's the thing is, it could be anything.
Anything.
And
take the job. Don't take the job.
Exactly.
Skip work. Don't skip work.
Because a lot of people
out. Don't work.
A lot of people are too scared to fail that they don't do what they need to be doing.
Yeah.
A lot of times I was too scared to fail. I had a full scholarship for music in Manhattan to live in New York, but I was too scared to fail. I was too scared. What if my scholarship, I'm not good enough in the first year,
exactly,
and then I got the scholarship revoked, and then I'm out there by myself in New York and I can't live for myself. But what if I did?
Yeah. What if you did?
What if I did go? What if I did go and continue playing saxophone at the School of Manhattan College, and I led in the first chair with saxophone? What if I did?
That would have been sick.
You know what I mean? But my intrusive thought held me back from that and said, you know what? Let's go with the safe option. Let's go to PUC.
Yeah. And it's also one of
those. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. And it's also
that's what holds us all back.
It holds us back, but it's also like it's also one of those things that like, you know, obviously this is a whole nother topic, but it's like you can't just dwell on the failure. You got to move on. That's like the second step, right? You gotta be willing to fail, but you also can't dwell on it too long. Dwell on it for a week, 2, 3, 4, 5,
because you do
2 months, but like you can't
move on.
Like you have to move on. You have to.
2 months is even too much.
2 months, yeah, you know, hey,
yeah, 2 months is fine.
2 months is fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
6 months is
6 months is a lot. A year is a lot.
Yeah, no, but honestly, whoever we can reach and whoever listened to this far into this podcast and really understood that part of it, and that might be younger than us and say, I'm looking for something. I hope that this part.
I think like to me like still like
make friends, make experiences,
make friends, get a good group.
One of the best advices I've heard was, in your 20s, make mistakes, have fun, do whatever you want. In your 30s,
it's harder to do that.
No, in your 30s, find yourself. In your 40s, work towards that person that you're trying to find.
Yeah, because it's true. Because in the 30s, it's harder to like take those jumps.
No, yeah,
it's harder. In the 20s is when you take those jumps.
No, 20s are jumps and having fun and figuring yourself out. But what I've heard is 30s, finding who you want to be.
Exactly.
It doesn't have to be your career, but finding who you want to be.
Yeah, and stick to
40s, stick to it. 50s, live it out.
Yeah, hopefully we all make it there.
Yeah. Hopefully we
there,
get to that
I
point.
Can't wait. I'm gonna be a G at 50.
Fuck yeah. I thought it'd be all bald with a fucking, you know what I mean, with Dickie, straight up all khakis, Dickies suit. I'm just kidding.
Damn, man, we went on that deep tangent right there.
We did.
Hey, but that was a good one.
That was.
I like that.
It's for the kids.
It's for the kids, man. That's really what it is for, and for anybody who's willing to listen.
For sure. All right, guys, let's get a little to the sports section of the podcast.
Deportes.
The podcast tomorrow, 2/8/24. The Lakers are gonna have a special day, but let's talk about the special days they've had so far.
Third game winning.
They won a game without LeBron and AD.
To me, like, just before we even go forward, that is the best win of the year. I feel like that game, if they would have lost, they would have traded. They would have traded fucking the whole team.
They're not trading anybody.
I think now they're not. Maybe we'll look back on this when we put this out, but I feel
you
like
think they'll trade Vando.
No, because he's hurt. He's not out for the season, but he's gonna be out for a while. But I don't think they're trading anybody, man. That Boston one was impressive, dude. And Vando was balling, but he only played the first half, though.
And then Max Christie's looking good in the last couple of games. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like our bench and our guys.
I've wanted Darvin Ham to play Max Christie.
He's good.
I feel like D'Lo and Austin Reeves, though.
Yeah.
D'Lo and Austin Reeves have been balling,
shining,
dude.
Yeah.
Like, I really like it. More Jackson Hayes. He's finally stepping up.
I've been a little bit down on the Lakers, and I forget that we were in the Western Conference Finals.
Everybody's been down on the Lakers.
I feel like everybody forgot that a year ago, or a little more over a year ago, we were in the Western Conference Finals.
And we gave the Nuggets the best shot.
Yeah.
Even though we got swept. History will say we got swept, but look at those box scores. Look at those numbers.
Yeah.
We lost everything. It was very close.
Yeah.
Everything was competitive.
Yeah.
You know. I don't know. That win was super impressive to me. Boston had only lost 2 home games at that point. And I just like that win. Austin Reeves and D'Lo balling. I like the way Taurean Prince has been playing lately. I like Jackson Hayes been playing lately. And then LeBron and AD just came back. AD's gotten like 2 triple-doubles in the last week. Like AD
after getting hurt.
In the Golden State game, which was a great game.
Yeah, it was amazing.
But no, I like the thing is they started that road trip pretty bad. 2 terrible losses to Atlanta.
And I feel like a lot of people were blaming Darvin Ham.
I was definitely on that Darvin Ham train.
Just the switches, you know what I mean? Like,
I hate his rotations. But I feel like he got forced to figure it out in that game. I feel like AD was probably a little hurt and LeBron was probably a little hurt, but I feel like if they were clicking, I feel like they would have played. I feel like LeBron and AD were sending a message like, this is a do or die game. If we lose, and it was kind of a double-edged sword because they should have lost that game regardless. It was almost like they were just kind of like mailing it in anyway.
Yep.
But I think that game, Darvin Ham was forced to play a rotation of guys that he doesn't normally like. And he doesn't like playing D'Lo and Austin Reeves together, but you have to.
And then after that, he played them together.
He has to. We went to the Western Conference Finals like that. Vando was a big part. I'm sad he's out for a bit, but I think
Cam Reddish is out too.
Cam Reddish is, you know who? Cam Reddish, he played him too much, bro.
Yeah, in the beginning.
Yeah, like too much, bro. Like he's a good defender, but keep him on the bench, bro.
Which I feel like, which is good that he's hurt. He's gonna save his strength for the postseason.
Yeah, and he's a good backup for Austin Reeves. Fine, beautiful. But I'll start Austin Reeves instead of Cam Reddish. Are you 100%. Kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? He was doing that. He was starting Cam Reddish over Austin Reeves. What the fuck?
So where do we feel like the Lakers stand in the West right now?
Let me look at the standings right now. See, quick little standings, NBA standings. As of today, real quick, as I see Anuel and his Edgar haircut on my phone. Western Conference, because that's all we care about. Okay, we got to acknowledge Clippers, number 1 seed in the West, 34-15. Quick little, we haven't really gone deep on basketball. We've kind of been
number 1.
They're the number 1 seed. Do you have any thoughts on that? Like that, I think that Harden trade's actually worked out well. To me,
a lot.
To me, it's Kawhi Leonard.
Look, Denver's 4th.
Denver's 4th. Thunder 2. Timberwolves are 3. Denver's 4. Kings are 5, Suns are 6. Then the play-in is Pelicans 7, Mavericks 8, Lakers 9, Jazz 10. I feel like
I think we're in the shot of getting 6.
I want the Lakers to get 6 so they can play the Timberwolves. You could beat them, bro.
Yeah.
They're like last year's fucking Grizzlies, dude.
Yeah.
We'll fucking smack the T-Wolves right in the face. And then Anthony Edwards is going to be like, I want to be a Laker. I want to be a Laker. He's my favorite not-Laker. I want Anthony Edwards.
They're trying to go for Donovan Mitchell next year.
Fuck Donovan Mitchell. Anthony Edwards is way better than Donovan Mitchell.
So young.
Anthony Edwards is young.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I want that guy.
Anthony Edwards is so young.
Yeah, no, he's not going to resign to the Lakers anytime soon because he's still on this rookie contract.
Yeah.
But a man can dream. We just told the kids not to be afraid of failure, Sam.
We're going to tell them to dream with the Lakers.
To dream, damn it. That's what I forgot. Dream, children, dream.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Fuck it, I don't know. No, but
I think the Clippers can make it to the conference finals.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I want the Clippers and the Lakers in the conference finals. I want the battle for LA. Let's settle it now.
That'd be beautiful.
Fuck the bullshit.
No, nobody needs to go nowhere.
Fuck it. Like sometimes you need to face your enemy. Talking to the kids again.
Go to your new stadium with a loss.
With an L. With a big L. Dog. Steve Ballmer. Take a L. Dog.
It's gonna be called the Linwood Stadium.
Yeah, it's gonna be called the L you take it stadium, bitch. Hanging 0 banners, bitch. No, I would love it. Clippers, Lakers in the Western Conference Finals.
Love it.
It might be possible.
It might be. What about Eastern Conference?
Eastern Conference, look, Celtics just got fucking Tillman, which is a steal. We'll go like that. Celtics in first place. Cavaliers in 2, like you're saying. Donovan Mitchell balling.
Milwaukee's
3. Knicks are 4. I love the Knicks.
I think the Milwaukee 3 and 4 are gonna jump up. 2 is gonna jump.
I love the Knicks, bro.
I feel like 2 is gonna drop down.
After the Knicks
4.
got OG Anunoby, bro. I love that trade.
Yeah,
for
me
them.
too.
It sucks Julius Randle got a shoulder injury, but he'll be back.
But OG Anunoby to the Knicks.
What a perfect player for Thibs, though. Thibs loves that defense, bro. He loves that D. Yeah. He loves that Drake the Snake.
He loves Drake the Snake. We were going to fit him in, but we did.
You can't fit him in.
Nobody
yes,
can.
homo. Very homo. We found a way to fit Drake the Snake in. You bitches is stripping.
Somebody should call like FBI or like
that shit was photoshopped. That's just like the JFK assassination. No. I didn't see another angle. Gay.
I need to see from his perspective.
I need to see the 4th angle, dude.
You know what I mean? Like
I need to see the 4th kind.
You just got to make sure that it's all real.
Back to non-gay shit. Fucking the Sixers I think Embiid's out for the year, dude.
He might be. They're not saying.
They're in the 5th. I like the Pacers. That Siakam trade was nice.
Yeah.
Tyrese Halliburton's nice. Then you go to play-in. The Heat, the indestructible zombie Heat. Dude, I think the Heat, they might fucking go to the finals again, dude. They're better than last year because they traded Lowry. Now they got Rozier. And Jaime Jaquez is balling. Magic at 8. I like the Magic, but they're about 2 years away. They're still very young. I like Paolo and Franz, but they're still very young. Bulls at 9. They're gonna go down because they're gonna trade. I think the Bulls are gonna be sellers. The trade deadline's tomorrow. By the way.
Tomorrow at noon.
Yeah, the next time
noon Eastern.
Yeah, you're not gonna see this before the trade deadline's tomorrow.
I don't think the Lakers trade anyone. This is my take.
Should I see? Maybe they traded someone right now.
No, I don't think they did.
Maybe they did, dude.
No, we would have found out.
We're gonna see right now. Gabe Vincent.
No,
he's trending right now. Nah,
they're not trading.
Everything's gonna happen tomorrow.
Yeah,
but then Hawks at 10. But yeah, I don't know, man. I like Lakers Clippers in the Western Conference Finals, man. That's what I hope. Battle for LA. We just gotta face them. We just gotta kill the narrative.
Because Denver doesn't have the team that they had a year ago.
I'm not even afraid of them beating us. Like I think Clipper fans are gonna rub in their faces like, well, good luck. Finally.
What about Oklahoma?
I'm not scared of Oklahoma, dude. I'm not scared of anybody in the West except the Nuggets.
The new wave NBA.
The Nuggets are the only team that freaks me out.
Why?
Because they have the best player in the league.
One.
And if Murray's back, they're fucking studs, bro.
Murray's back.
You're not like
the question
you don't
that
respect
always,
the Nuggets.
No, I don't respect Murray.
Oh, you don't respect his ankles? His
I don't respect the question.
His knees, ankles, and toes.
You know what I mean?
Nah, I feel you. It's a big if.
And that's a huge if for the
That's
for
why
the
they're
Nuggets.
in fourth.
Exactly.
They should be in first.
Yeah. So, but that's what I'm saying. Like, Oklahoma is that new wave
No, they're
NBA. Like
Shea,
it's what
Chet.
San Antonio wants to be in the next 5 to 10 years.
Well, they need to give Wemby a point guard. They should get.
That's what I'm saying.
They should get DeJounte Murray back. That's a team that should get DeJounte. Fuck the
DeJounte
Lakers.
Murray.
I don't even want him on the Lakers.
Yeah,
What do you think about that
wow.
rumor, like D'Lo for DeJounte? I think it's a lateral move.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the same. They
I
do
feel like-
different things, but it's the same thing. Like,
I feel like DeJounte shoots better.
yeah, he's more like consistent, less streaky.
Consistent.
D'Lo's a way better passer, and DeJounte is maybe a better defender. I just think it doesn't switch anything. I feel like it's just like a
They
different.
equal out with something else.
Yeah,
But then again, we might need more of a defender
it's not
and
a
a
game
shooter
changer. Yeah, it's not a game
than
changer.
a passer and a.
Personally, I wouldn't do it just the way D'Lo's been playing lately.
Yeah.
Like if you talked to me 2 weeks ago, maybe I would have been more into it. But now I like the way D'Lo's been playing.
So do you think he's just playing for that contract, or just say
he has a contract. They signed him to a 3-year deal.
He's playing for
To
that.
not get traded. Well, hopefully he stays motivated. But yeah, man, NBA season got a long way to go. But this is when it picks up. After the All-Star break is when it gets like good.
Have you seen those videos of those girls? That girl says, "Guys, after the football season, what do you guys do?
You watch the NBA
We watch the NBA,
and the Dodgers with their
the
$300 tickets.
March Madness.
Dude, I know we always talk about it,
Let's do it.
but can we one day at least go to Vegas for March
Let's
Madness?
do it.
We've been talking about it. We've been saying it for years.
I've been wanting to.
I've been more broke than ever lately just because I
too.
finally have my apartment. I'm paying rent. I'm a grown man.
But I'm looking for a spot right now.
But what's weekend with Vegas? Fuck it. We'll take our girls. Fuck it. It don't matter. I
Exactly.
don't care.
Fuck it.
It's cheaper that way. No, I'm just
We'll all get rooms and stuff. Or we'll all get a Airbnb.
Airbnb is probably cheaper yet more expensive with the Ubers, but either way, it works out. Either way,
March fucking Madness.
We've been talking about it. I
March-
feel like since we started this podcast, we've been wanting to go to March Madness.
You know what's the next goal for the podcast? I want to do the Waste Management Open.
Can we hit March Madness first?
Exactly. I feel like March Madness is a step, and
Then the
then
Waste Management Open.
yeah, hitting a fucking 2 Coors Light.
Speaking about hitting some shit, two motherfucking teams are about to hit it this weekend, bro.
Oh yes, they
When
are.
this podcast comes out, the Super Bowl is gonna be dead and gone.
It's gonna
bro.
be over. It's gonna be the Chiefs. It's gonna be the 49ers. It's gonna be
in
repeat.
Vegas.
You know, I've been thinking about this a lot for the last 2 weeks. Like, who do I want to win?
Yeah, because I hate both of these teams.
I do.
I think mostly everybody, unless you're Kansas City or San Francisco, you hate these teams.
I hate the San Francisco more because I'm a Packers fan. But then I'm like,
Last year was the same though because I don't like the Eagles either.
right.
It's
So
kind of the same shit.
but at the same time, I don't like this whole. I mean, I do like it. I don't know if I don't like it. This whole Travis Kelce for the greatest tight end of all time, and Patrick Mahomes. I don't know. I don't know who I want to win, Jeff. I was gonna say
You don't even have.
I was going to say against my honor and everything, Niner gang.
Oh yeah, no, I'm going against my honor. I'm Niner gang this weekend.
But I think
You're gonna catch
Because
me at
of the
your
NFL?
Super Bowl party.
yes,
I'm gonna be Niner gang. I'm gonna be wearing my Rams jersey.
yeah.
But I'm gonna be going NFC West, bro. You
Might
gotta go
as well.
NFC
Might as
West.
well. And a lot of people say, "Why don't you root for that California team?" It's because
So you're going Chiefs?
Taylor Swift is about to get proposed to on that field.
You're going Chiefs?
The Chiefs are winning it again.
Oh no, but are you gonna root for the Chiefs though?
No, I'm rooting for the refs.
You're rooting for mad penalties. And
Yeah,
shit.
I'm rooting for the refs.
Fuck.
It's a defensive game.
You
There's
better,
gonna be
you better be on
flags.
that grill wearing a fucking ref jersey, NFL ref jersey.
I'm gonna be wearing a Green Bay jersey, eating some chicken, some sliders, just having a good.
I
old
will
time.
say though, hard to pick a rooting interest. I am rooting for the Niners over the Chiefs reluctantly.
Mhm.
But it's going to be a good game. Undeniably, it's going to be a very good game.
And this year we're going to have a great squares, guys. We're going to have everybody.
Oh, we got to do this at one. The moment everyone gets there, we got to start the squares. Last year was a failure.
100%.
Squares was an
so that's why 1:30 is closing time.
Everyone's locked out.
No. You know what? I'll give them a 15-minute grace. 1:45. You have to pick your square.
Oh yeah,
and you're in.
Squares has to be done
by 1:45. I'm not giving it an hour. No. 1:45.
Damn. So who do you pick for the game, bro?
I'm taking the Chiefs. 34-31.
I am picking the Chiefs as well. 21-14.
Wow. It's going to be a defensive game on your. I feel like your
Chiefs have the best
amazing defense.
And I feel like that's kind of how they've been playing out. That's how.
I feel like that's where the 49ers won because of their defense.
Yeah. 21-14 Chiefs. I'm rooting for the Niners. Niner gang for a day. Shout out to Ricky. Shout out to Sergi. Shout out to who? What other Niner fans do we know? Shout out to the homie James.
Shout out to Roger.
Shout out to Roger.
We're going to have some beer pong. We're going to have some cornhole. It's going to be good times.
There we go.
I feel like the Super Bowl is always a fun time.
No, it's fun regardless. It's always a fun game to watch.
And then you guys are going to hear from us once March Madness comes around. Because we're going to get March Madness happening.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
We're going to have some B-roll for March Madness.
Oh, for sure.
We should go live on Super Bowl Sunday. Should we go live on Super Bowl Sunday?
We're going live.
We'll put your little camera
live. 1:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Be there, be square. On like a specialist house. In the cut. If you guys don't know where to find us, at a Lucky Specialist on Instagram. I'll put us everywhere. Even on TikTok. We'll go live on TikTok.
We'll go live on TikTok. Unlucky Owa, Unlucky Specialist.
We'll be on all of them.
We're on all of them, man. We're going to be on fucking
it's gonna be beautiful.
Talk Hand Sundays, Tall Boy Sunday.
Tall Boy Sunday on Friday. Keep up with our podcast, guys. If you guys want to come on the podcast, if you guys want to be
just
a guest.
Show love.
Send me a DM. Send me a message. Send everybody a message. We'll get you on. It's your boy Sam Torres.
It's your boy Jeff Depping. Shout out to Jason Enriquez on the ones and twos. We out here. Peace. Woo.